Namaste to you. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This will be a series of videos in which I'm going to talk to you about the learnings and application of Indian philosophy in today's life. Life in the sense it can be any sphere of life, be it business, relationship, health, wealth, you name it and you can apply it. To start with, I'm going to choose the Bhagavad Geetha of the famous Indian epic called Mahabharata. Let us understand what is Bhagavad Geetha and the history of Bhagavad Geetha before we commence the learnings of Bhagavad Geetha in today's life. So, Bhagavad Geetha is a Sanskrit word, and the literal meaning of Bhagavad is God, or you can say power or energy or cosmic intelligence. You can have any name to it attached to it. So that is Bhagavad. And Geeta. Geeta means it is a song or a recitation, or you can also say the words of wisdom from the mouth of the power or God, whatever you call it. So what is this Bhagavad Geetha all about? Bhagavad Geetha is nothing but it was a conversation between two characters. The characters' names were, one was Krishna and the other was Arjuna. Let me introduce these characters as we go along. And before I introduce the characters, let us understand where this happened and why did this conversation take place. As I told, this is a part of the epic Mahabharata, and this happened more than 5,000 years ago. Bhagavad Gita was a conversation between Krishna and Arjuna at the commencement of war which was about to take place. So the uniqueness of Bhagavad Gita is the place in which this conversation took place. It happened right in the middle of the battlefield, and since this war took place more than 5,000 years ago, you can imagine that there were no modern equipments or no missiles or the battleships or the tankers were not used. So the main things which were used in the war were chariots, elephants, horses, bows, arrows, spears. So all these were used in the war. And the place where it took place was called as Kurukshetra. It is even present now in India. Now, how can you compare what happened so many years ago to today's life? What is the significance? Let me explain to you, friends. So, first and foremost, let us understand what is this war. This war it happened actually, but what exactly, how can we compare it to today's life? Battlefield is, I'm talking about the battlefield of the mind. We always have a lot of positive thoughts and negative thoughts. Whatever we are trying to pursue in life, be it getting a degree or doing your own business or working for someone, being an employer or employee, or you're a student or whatever it is, you are always pursuing something in life, right? So when this happens, a lot of negativity comes in. The thoughts, we have a lot of negative thoughts, a lot of obstacles are there. Sometimes we get bogged down with negative emotions. So this is what the battlefield represents. Then Arjuna's character can be compared to you, me, or anyone else on this planet, or you can say as a human soul. So I will be talking about the soul a little later. The chariot in which Krishna and Arjuna were seated and the war took place can be compared to the human body, the body which we use to do so many actions. There were 4 horses which were, pulling the chariot forward. So that was the vehicle which was used during those times. So what do the horses represent? The horses represent the sense organs of our body, like the eyes, the ears, and all the other sense organs. That is the comparison. And the bow and the arrow was the main weapons which were used. So bow can be compared to something of the brain, and the arrow can be compared to the mind. Arjuna, I have already told, it represents the human soul. He also represents the intellect. And what about the Krishna, the other character, Krishna? Krishna, as I told, it represents the the omnipotent or omniscient, omnipresent power. Krishna is just a name. So that is nothing but God or power or nature or universal intelligence or whatever you call it. So this is what is the introduction of the Bhagavad Geeta in the first video which I am sharing with you, friends. Let us go more deeper and let us understand excuse me, let us understand what exactly was the conversation between Krishna and Arjuna and why did he converse with Arjuna. Let us understand a little later. Thank you so much, friends.